GangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode.
Our last and our final topic of the night, is a movie review. The latest entry from the Monsterverse, Godzilla versus Kong. It got released either in the theaters if you're brave or you got your vaccination, or if you're like me, or some of the others, you got HBO Max.
Well, hold on, time out. You can't go to the theater without a vaccine.
I mean, you can go, but you're kind of risking it if you do. It depends how you feel about being in theaters.
I stay in the back top corner, so I think I'll be alright.
Yeah, I mean, some people are paranoid. I've only been in the theater once during COVID, and that was just to see Tenet. And I kind of wish I didn't see, because
damn,
fucking Tenet was
became a tenant at your house again.
Yeah, I'm saying Tenet was fucking confusing to watch, and it was long.
Damn, you risked your life for that movie? Shit.
I liked the trailer, but just why? It took me a minute. I had to go read Wikipedia.
Damn, you'd have to have Justice League meets the Avengers for me to damn go to a theater or something.
Yeah, but luckily for me, all the movies I wanted to see are thankfully for Warner Brothers, and Warner Brothers did something did the smartest thing by putting all these movies out on HBO Max. So we good, it's on that. So Godzilla vs. Kong is one of them. So yeah, Godzilla vs. Kong. And by the way, there's gonna be spoilers in here. We're gonna tell you there's gonna be some spoilers gonna be thrown around. So if you haven't,
if you ain't seen the movie yet, and might want to be like, all right, guys,
yeah,
I'm out.
Yeah. So LB, I'm gonna start with you, man. So what did you think of Godzilla vs. Kong?
Yeah, that shit was dope as fuck, yo.
Yeah.
That shit was mayhem. The pacing was good. The action, the CGI, special effects. It's like it gave you everything you wanted. It had multiple battles.
Sure
did. It was dope. I really don't have a complaint. Nothing glaring. Maybe if I started thinking about it and we continue talking about it, maybe I'll think of something. But off rip, I enjoyed it. It's one of those fun movies. See somebody fuck shit up.
Yeah, and it depends too. And obviously, in contrast to the last entry, which was Godzilla, which had the pacing issues.
The King of the Monsters. I felt like it was definitely, although I enjoyed King of the Monsters, I felt like it was better than King of the Monsters because the pacing was better.
Mm-hmm.
The movie, movie wasn't as loud. Like King of the Monsters, I felt like that shit. Oh my goodness,
mm-hmm.
That's a headache movie for your ass. I couldn't imagine seeing that in no theater.
Facts.
I see that at home, and I felt like I was watching a concert for the end of the world or some shit. That shit was just so live, but it had parts where it was okay, shit need to move. The human parts weren't really interesting. This was probably the most balanced movie since the Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, the human. Actually, I didn't mind the human interactions. I didn't even mind the newer characters in there. Obviously, you have old girl from Stranger Things in there, and she was in there with the sidekick. Although her part wasn't really as fleshed out as it was in other movies, it was like a cameo in some way. And then we have the cat who played Paperboy in Atlanta. Now, if there is one minor complaint I have on there, I think this is just a personal complaint. That dude, see, the funny thing is with that dude, I see him as Paperboy from Atlanta,
Same.
Yeah.
They made him dark.
That seems like a personal problem.
No, I'm saying
that's why I said it's a personal problem. So, but every time I see him in movies like this, he acts like he's either quiet or soft, And
He's
it fucks with me.
soft in that, man. Like, what the fuck? I mean, he is kind of soft.
But I think his real personality coming out more in these other roles. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and it fucks with me. It's like I see this guy's Paperboy as like usually it's like can we get at least one movie where he's like where he's acting Paperboyish, but that's a personal problem. That's like a personal complaint. Like he played his role to a T. Like he was a paranoid cat that did podcasting and shit. And so it's just like, I mean, I think it's just more like, I just want him to maybe play like a tougher role. That's it, basically. Like, I mean, he can be paranoid though, but like, I want this movie.
At least he got a decent role this time.
Well, no, he's supposedly he's gonna be in one of the new Marvel. Was The Outsider, some like new Marvel movie? He's supposed to be casted.
Yeah.
But no comment on the rumors I've heard about that. I'm just saying, it's gonna be a tougher role.
Yeah,
but I heard that's what ain't that what he is though? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, if you watch the interview, I mean, he is. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know why people be so surprised. Like I feel like it's more noticeable now. Like, like he was acting his ass off in Atlanta.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it fucks with me. But the rest of the movies are like the monster fights though. They were focused. I mean, first of all, I like how they humanized Kong in a way. Like, I like the interaction between him and the deaf girl. They're all signing and stuff, and he understands. I was like, okay, that's nice.
He was mute too, it seems.
What's that?
He was mute too.
Yeah, he's mute. But then the things though, but with the monster fights, it's like seemed like Kong was quote unquote the jobber of the movie, because every single time, like the dude was stay getting punked by Godzilla. Like dude couldn't even like travel from one destination to another. Try to take him to Hollow Earth without getting attacked by Godzilla. They had to keep. It's like Godzilla was just like and it wasn't like Godzilla had beef with him. It was just like it's alpha shit, bro. Like Godzilla's like what, you I hear you. You're in my vicinity. So you know what I got.
So you seen that Kong was Samuel Vargas. Like he fight everybody, but he be losing. Like,
yeah.
You seen how the movie started? With the NCAA bracket.
Yeah.
You said Monster March Madness.
It's just crazy. Like they humanized him, but at the same time, like they had him getting attacked and then getting getting beat up and shit. Like dude be like he be surviving these by the skin of his teeth. It was like you see him like winded and beating up. It's like, God damn, Kong, like it's like you need to get your weight up.
Hey, that little girl shined though. That little girl, she was the shine of the show for real on that. The Kong was.
Yeah, like I definitely like the interaction, especially I guess in real life she's also deaf too in real life. So it's just just for her to be able to convey everything in that manner and having she did a great job. She's not really an actor too. Like she was just.
She had like one main expression on her face, like 75% of the time, but it worked.
You know what I'm saying? So that was cool though. And then obviously when Kong got him to Hollow Earth, and then Kong probably got his first win, by ripping that serpent's head off eventually.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was.
Bonus level. Like that wasn't just like the other shit he fought in there, the bats or whatever, like bonus level. Like
you're
talking about the little dinosaur scene or like the little prehistoric where like he's fighting pterodactyls and shit.
Yeah.
That shit was real ill too. That shit was ill.
Yeah, but then after that, but it seemed like every single fight with him and Godzilla, especially the part where Godzilla beat the crap out of him and then Godzilla's roaring in
round 3.
Like he's some sort of little nigga. I was like, God damn, like the disrespect, the absolute disrespect though. And then, Mecha Godzilla.
But they paying him back though, because remember the OG version, King Kong win the fight in the original Godzilla versus King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe was it like revenge, where it's like, all right, now we gonna wash his ass this time.
Yeah, I know I read some stuff too. Obviously, where I think the Japanese people they really regard Godzilla as one of their icons. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the writing tailored toward Godzilla,
You had to. I mean, because he bigger, like, and like King Kong ain't as big as no fucking Godzilla, but you have to, when you match them up, you have to put them together like they're kind of like equal. But yeah, the OG, if you ever seen I think it came out in the 80s. Like, yeah, he was whooping Godzilla ass and that shit. Like,
yeah, and then Mecha Godzilla makes his debut, and Mecha Godzilla was beating the shit out of Godzilla in the movie. Like,
man, that wasn't no fight, bro. That's gonna be the fight Saturday. Like, that's gonna be the Vargas Connor. Oh man, like,
yeah,
nah, man.
yeah,
Yo,
like,
Godzilla never even landed a shot on dude. Like,
no. Yeah, it's like as soon as they feel, and the funny thing is, like, they make Godzilla like, it was like, I mean, obviously if you know the story of Godzilla, I mean, he basically he turned on his controllers, basically, and he killed one, he killed the other one, and then he had his quote unquote knowledge of self. So,
because he got that technology boost.
yeah, so Mechagodzilla, like, I mean, because even before he got up, I mean, he killed one of those like skull things in the lab too, before ripping it in half. So it's like, he was already with the shits, and then after that, knocking around.
Oh, the test.
Mechagodzilla did Godzilla like Frieza did Vegeta.
Hell yeah, that was just some one-sided like brutality.
Yeah, and then the ending, so it was like, you know what? So finally, and it was a good thing too. Like, Godzilla didn't kill King Kong in that one, although he was close to doing it. Because now, in the end, they actually teamed up. And the finish was nice though. I mean, to me, this is why I had to suspend belief. I was like, Mechagodzilla is a fucking robot. You telling me that two big ass monsters could not do anything with that?
Yeah, dude, look how big God, bro. Mechagodzilla not supposed to be that big. Like, he was always just Godzilla size. Like, or he might be a little bigger. Like, they made this motherfucker like 2 times his size. Like, Godzilla was coming up to this nigga's shoulder. Like,
yeah, I kind of like how they kind of tag team, but I wish there was some sort of acknowledgement between regular Godzilla and King Kong. I wish there was some sort of if not a fist bump, but a little acknowledgement of, all right, okay.
I thought they gave each other a head nod or some shit.
Did they?
Yeah, it was something, but I think it was more like for the action.
It was more covert. It was more
No, they did do a head nod at the end before parting ways. I do remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like they definitely looked at each other and acknowledged each other. Like,
that's fun. You guys think that opens up
like the 80s like sitcom, team up shit. One of these niggas are like high five.
Yeah. Well, I was reading this might be the end of the Monsterverse, but it seems like the way they set that up, maybe maybe they'll team up for another one. What do you guys think? There's gonna be some sort of like.
I mean, right now, that was like the last entry in the Monsterverse. So, I mean, we don't know. They don't have any future. I mean, they don't have any future movies being planned right now, except for anime series on Netflix.
I heard that shit trash. I haven't watched it, but I don't want to. It's some new joint, like not the other Netflix joint. It's I think called Singular Point, but it don't look. I heard it's boring, but as far as like
no, this one's new. This one's gonna be called Skull Island. It's still in development. It hasn't been released yet.
Oh, word. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
As far as like any sequel, the thing is, it's tricky because like when anything time you do something with Godzilla, you got like or King Kong, you got like their most famous set of villains, and so after you kind of do those, you kind of like you got to really get creative then, because once you add Rodan, did King Ghidorah, now you did Mechagodzilla, like
yeah,
ain't too much more you could do unless you find some way to bring them back, or a clone, or you get some new dude, or. But those are the most like known to like the casuals,
right?
You know, like I don't know if people want to see Godzilla fight a fucking plant monster.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And yes, a plant monster exists, so so that's what I'm saying. It's like it might not appeal. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if they do a movie, if they do a movie, it'll most likely for Kong will probably be like something within Hollow Earth. Pretty much something.
yeah, like see, they both have more potential for like their own spin-offs. Like I feel like Godzilla, maybe he could fight like a water creature or something next. Like, if they want to go that route or the plant shit, but. And King Kong, you want to see what he could do on Hollow Earth, but a sequel with both of them, I don't see that happening. Like, or at least not anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, they have to really come up with some really good stories in order to get to another Godzilla versus Kong, or Godzilla finds his way into Hollow Earth or some shit like that.
Yeah. Because I mean, we still might need that cheesy fist bump from the '80s, or the little head nod and the power boost. Because I feel like the last, like I don't feel like we really got a team up fight from them though. It almost just seemed like it seemed more like Kong came and just fucking saved Godzilla's ass.
Yeah, right.
And then Godzilla passed him a stun gun at the end.
Yeah.
It just seemed a little abrupt, right? Like they could have built it up a little better. I mean, again, like that's I don't think we watched the movie storylines for the most part, right? So it's like definitely. I mean, it was a good CGI. I mean, that's some of the best CGI. That boat fight scene was kind of crazy, man.
That boat fight was crazy. The second fight, round 2, when they was in, I think, Hong Kong, was crazy.
Yeah, it's funny too. Like this, like I remember in those scenes, you see people having meetings and shit in there, and they're like casually doing this while 2 big ass monsters are destroying half of the fucking city.
Kong was acting like Spider-Man around Hong Kong. He was hopping off buildings and shit, like literally jumping off.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Like, how this motherfucker turned into Spider-Man?
What the fuck is he
One thing I like about the movie, like, my one thing I ain't really fuck with, like.
And then he hit them like the action where he had like a Thor hammer and shit.
Oh yeah, the Thor hammer was busting though.
Yeah, it was.
I just don't like how Godzilla came to Florida. Why the fuck Godzilla gotta come to Florida? Like, out of all the places in America, Florida really, like, I felt like there was like a dual meaning with that.
Florida is fuckery. Fuckery is Florida.
Like, niggas are like, yo, if we could have Godzilla come to anywhere in America, where you wanted to come to Florida. Like, that was like a unanimous vote in the boardroom. like honestly, like really, like Pensacola, like really? Like, and y'all did it at the top because y'all wanted the rest of Florida to just break off. I seen that shit. Fuck you, niggas. I see that.
Oh man, but like I said, as we mentioned before, like before we got on the air, it was good to have a movie that was within 2 hours.
And it didn't feel long. The movie felt more like an hour 30 minutes, hour 40. But I feel like the very last fight, I thought could have been a little better. Like, I feel like the team up needed to be more epic. Although it ended epic, but
yeah, it did.
It was just so one-sided, and then it just ended abruptly. Like, the nigga just boosted him up. Like, Godzilla got like, who choreographed that fight? Like, I mean, I know you needed Kong to help him out, but geez, like this was looking like Rocky Drago. Like,
I mean,
this man kept throwing his head into the building.
I mean, they got to the payoff. I mean, that's what we came to see. It was a payoff that happened. So
that's true.
So man, so in terms of scores, so P, what would you actually give this out of 10?
Me, I'd give it a solid 8.
Okay.
I really enjoyed the fighting and the visuals. The human interaction and plot in general was kind of silly and plot holes galore. But other than that, like I said, it was good for what it was and what we wanted delivered. So for the most part, so yeah, I give it an 8.
That's what it is. Pilot.
Number, I'm gonna give it a 7. The reason being is because the storyline was kind of meh. But I mean, for most of these kind of movies, you don't expect the storyline. CGI was amazing. The fight scenes were epic. I mean, the team again, like as LB was saying, the team up, the last fight scene. Maybe they could have like inferred a little bit of more of it happening. It just seemed like these niggas were beefing out of nowhere and they became teammates all of a sudden. So I just felt like there were some flaws, but I mean, it was better than I expected. Because to be honest, I don't really watch these kind of movies that much. So I mean, it kept my attention and the pacing of it. You know, it wasn't 3 hours. Was it even 2 hours?
Yeah, it was somewhere around 2 hours.
It was like an hour and 55 minutes.
Yeah, right. I mean, that was perfect timing. So I mean, it didn't seem like, you know, most movies like that seem like way too much unnecessary shit.
Yeah, it flowed like a 90-minute movie, like an hour and a half.
Exactly, it flowed well. So, I mean, we can't do still no halves, right? No halves allowed.
Yeah, no halves.
All right, we'll give it an 8. I'll 8. Fuck it, I'll give it an 8. That's cool.
That's what it is. Yeah, LB, what about you?
A 9.
Okay.
Like I really enjoyed it. I couldn't give it an 8 because that's what I felt like King of the Monsters was. So, and I don't think it was a 10, although it comes close as far as delivering everything that was expected of it. But maybe I just needed the ending to be a little more epic. Although it was maybe a little like honest to God, I felt like King of the Monsters ended more epic.
Yeah, it did.
Like the payoff was better. Like at the end, you're like, oh shit! Like finally.
Funny because I didn't really like King of the Monsters like that. It was cool, but I don't know. I just kind of felt underwhelmed by it.
The pacing.
This was much better.
I mean, I thought Kong Skull Island had a stronger ending. I mean, and especially I loved its post-credit, scene too. Where it kind of like say, where it told.
I mean, we keep it real. Like they somehow know how to build better scripts around when Kong is involved. Like. They know how to move the movie faster, everything. Like whenever it's just a Godzilla movie alone, it's like they've all been the weakest of the bunch. Like the first Godzilla, that was in 2014. Yeah. That shit was like a 6, maybe a 7 at the highest, at the most. Yeah. Kong Skull Island come out, and that's just like an 8 or 9. Maybe a 10. Like
that shit's closer to a 10 than anything.
That's what I'm saying. But I know some people was like, oh, it was good. Like but like I don't know anybody who ranked it lower than an 8. Like, that could legit be 8, 9, 10. Like take a pick. More 9, 10 to me.
Right.
Then King of the Monsters was more 7, 8ish. It's definitely better than Godzilla, but it ain't touching that damn like blow you away type.
Yes, for me to give, like I said, I enjoy Godzilla vs. Kong, and I probably would give it an 8. For me to give it a 9, it would probably need a stronger human story. That's where Kong Skull Island had the best of the human interactions, like human monster. That shit had everything that I wanted to see.
You had better actors in Kong too, though.
Better actors, a hell of a lot better actors.
That's the difference, like really. And but
the story was dope as fuck.
Story, yeah. Like to think about it, like none of us can really remember the story in Godzilla or King of the Monsters.
Right.
you just knew niggas was, monsters.
Facts.
And they fucked some shit up. At least with the Kong movies, like, you kind of know, like, okay, yeah, they was on the island, the portal, the storm, and, this, that, and they got other creatures, like, it's like the world building, like,
Yeah.
This one ain't have enough world building like that. You was only, like, in a couple places, and,
Yeah, and probably the reason why I didn't, because Godzilla vs. Kong was probably meant to be the last movie in the actual series. That's probably the reason why they have any world building. It was just mostly they had the tie-ins here and there, but it wasn't. But it's like if they're gonna do a world building, they would have to create more movies in the future. So far, there's like none on the slate for this.
Nah, it's dope. The only guy, them niggas would have to go to outer space at this point. And I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna just throw this idea out there because them niggas probably already think about it. Mm-hmm. They gonna make like a mega Ghidra, like they gonna have them like the robot version from space or some shit. Like that's the only way I can see they could like get a worthy enough villain. But
it'll probably be on Mars or some shit, or Jupiter.
Yeah. Planet X or some shit. Like. But other than that, yeah. So it seemed like everybody fucked with it.
Yeah, no,
with
but
3 8s and a 9.
Yeah, it was definitely a good ass movie, and you can definitely watch it through. You won't get tired of it. I mean, and it was a change of pace, since from the 4-hour Snyder cut. Which although it was good, it was it was a little bit of it was a chore to watch, just to watch it straight like that. So, they did a great job with the Monsterverse. It was good to. A Godzilla Kong reboot is always welcome, and it did its job. And obviously, the next movie we'll be doing, will be Mortal Kombat, I believe, and that comes out on third week of April. So and that one we're all anticipating that one. Yeah. So definitely stay tuned. Definitely stay tuned for that. And recommendation is go see Godzilla vs. Kong. Whatever your poison is to catch the movies, go see it. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, you want to see people just fuck shit up.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. So I think we've come to the end of our show for tonight. So final thoughts, P. Final thoughts.
I mean, you already know what it is. Ring Gang Radio all day, every day. We the best. We what you need. So keep messing with us. You know where to find us at ringgangradio.com. Com.
Yes, sir.
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. We got everything you need. Fuck with us. And we got some cool stuff coming on the way. I can't spoil anything, but we got some dope stuff. So just keep messing with us. We appreciate our supporters, and just keep supporting us, and we'll support you with that John Blaze.
Absolutely.
And then just also non-boxing related, but just keep prayers for my guy DMX. You know what I'm saying? It's fighting for the hospital. But, we out supporting him today. We all love the dog. I grew up on the dog. So just, prayers up for my guy DMX.
Yep, yeah, we all mess with DMX music, in one way or the other. So, definitely, hopefully that he comes through, and makes a full recovery, and obviously gets the help that he needs to make sure this never happens again. So that's real talk. Pilot, final thoughts?
Definitely good catch tonight, y'all. I'm really excited for the Boots fight. I mean, I want to see him show. I want to see him show out. And prove that he's getting the props he deserves. So obviously DMX, sad. Just pray and hope to the best for him. But just enjoy and Ring Gang Radio all day.
That's what it is. AOLB, man. Final thoughts.
Oh man, just to reiterate what the guy said. We got more shit on the way. Make sure you following all the social media accounts, and so you can be up to date with everything we dropping. We gonna have a guest coming up soon. We gonna come up with that the creator of the Jericho Cutter comic.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Cutter theme gonna be streaming soon. Gonna be available on all streaming platforms. So that's collab with me and Black Drew.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that little preview. Like I said, one thing we do, the animation at Ring Gang Radio is tough. Like like I say, so you definitely got to make sure to keep your eye on that.
Yeah, you follow me on IG. I be posting clips. Follow all of us on IG, but I be posting a lot of the clips of the shit that we got in the lab working with. Shout out to Prolific Genius One, Ring, aka Ring Gang TV. So
yes, sir.
Make sure you follow us. So, sometimes I put the little clips on the story or my page, and we're gonna be having that come out soon. So how many comic books or superheroes got their own theme song? So we doing shit different at Ring Gang. It's been in the works for years. So we finally got shit popping now. So that's in the works. I'm also gonna be dropping that Return of the Sample Kings album with Clan RV. Watching the live, you can see that the album cover up. So be on the lookout for that soon.
Word.
After all of that, I think the Ring Gang cartoon episode 3 gonna be ready.
Yes.
But we giving you some appetizers, just like with boxing. We giving you some strong appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
You get some mozzarella sticks, some jalapeno poppers. What else?
Some fried calamari.
Fried calamari. You get some wings, some egg rolls, all of that shit. Then you gonna get that damn that real them lamb chops or some exquisite shit.
Yeah, get that steak. Get that
steak, that ribeye.
Facts.
So that's how we doing that, but and definitely prayers and thoughts to Darkman X, X Earl Simmons, the god, the rap legend icon, like easily top 20 all time, like one of the best to ever do it. So definitely we want to see him pull through and just keep progressing in life and being an inspiration to all of us and everyone out there. So definitely prayers to him.
Absolutely.
Shit's real, man. Like, give everybody their flowers. I did get to see DMX live perform, at a boxing card. That's why Ring Gang, we on some boxing shit and some hip hop. You see it go together, like, so.
They do.
And even at an older age, he literally had the best performance of the whole night. And this was a card that had Fat Joe, Fabulous, some other 3 dudes that was like Migos before Migos. I think Travis Porter is what it's called.
Yeah.
Yep.
Travis Scott, that California group, right? Probably.
No, I don't know. They from No, I thought they were from Atlanta.
They were from Atlanta. Like,
but those niggas, some of them trying to silly Cali black. That's what.
It's like 3 of them. Like they was there. And Waka Flocka, but yeah, like DMX, he killed his set. Like Waka Flocka set was cool too. Like he was the only person who could stand up the DMX set like that night. Like, so just to show you like how strong his phone, like the crowd was into it. Everything, he killed it. He walked Guzman to the ring. The energy, so like I'm so grateful. I'm so glad I got to see him in person and perform and feel the energy for them damn songs, man, and see how everybody like just loved them. Like it was crazy. Like I'll never forget that shit. So
Word.
I definitely, don't want nothing to happen to him. But I understand the situation. So we all got our time. So I'm just glad he was able to make the most out of his and inspire and give us somebody to look up to and some dope ass music.
Absolutely. And just to segue into that for my final thoughts, another two groups last night on the Verzuz that I was glad that got their flowers. We got Earth, Wind, and Fire, which is one of my favorite bands of all time, and we got the Isley Brothers. And if you didn't watch the Verzuz last night, this shit was entertaining as hell. Like everything was a vibe except for Steve Harvey though. Steve Harvey was talking too goddamn much. You know what I mean? He was trying to make.
I bet he was making that shit about him too.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He was definitely. Man, Dad, that shit like literally was the soundtrack of all our childhood samples. Like, God,
Yo, did they play Boogie Wonderland?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah,
I was laughing because I was watching. They had an Instagram video of the Afion Crockett was I had an Instagram video of him and Godfrey, who Godfrey plays. It was playing Steve Harvey. He was doing an excellent imitation.
Afion Crockett, right? Afion Crockett. That was
yeah.
Like Godfrey's the best. The past 3-4 years, ain't nobody touching Godfrey with the impressions, bro.
And then it was like, yo, like we gotta play, like because that's what Steve Harvey was doing. He was just all up in the video, like
he was all up in there smoking his big ass cigar, wearing his zoot suit, whatever, and talking all types of nonsense. When I was like, I want to hear the musicians talk, but when they did though, they reminded us how great they were. The Isley Brothers have had hits from the 50s to the 2000s at least, if I'm not mistaken. Like they had a long ass career, and Earth, Wind, and Fire the same thing, almost the same thing. So it was good to see them get their flowers. But and then the only annoying thing was like Twitter, especially Black Twitter, was really focusing a little bit too much on Ron Isley because Ron Isley was kind of unrecognizable. Usually, after you've seen Ron Isley, dude is clean shaven with the slick, gray black hair. So he showed up in there with his chinchilla, with if you fly, you wear chinchilla. So I could dig it though. But dude had a full beard and everything like that, and for some reason, the women went crazy over that, like super crazy over that. Like zaddy this, zaddy that. I'm just like, damn, like the dude was performing. Like, is that all y'all can talk about? Even as I'm doing it, my woman just texted me about it too. Talk about that's all the girls are talking about on her social media. Like y'all are wilding with that, like. Yes, you've never seen an 80-year-old man with a gray beard before? Jeez.
Hey, hold on. 80-year-old man with that kind of hair? Hey, you got to give props, man. That dude's hair, man, for his age, shit. And
it's not the hair, it's the beard. It's the damn.
Sound like grandpa hating.
Yeah, I ain't hating, nigga. I got a beard, nigga. Fuck you. I ain't hating that shit.
I don't know. Everybody else was on some like, ring gig, DMX. This man came in here talking about, man.
I had to say it. That was my final thought. So I was like, damn. It's like, they perform the hits, but y'all are talking about beard this, beard that. Nah, give the man his flowers. Stop talking about the zaddy shit. Yeah, that's not hating. I'm just like, that was just what I seen. I had to mention it. But if you haven't seen that Verzuz though, definitely catch that. It was highly entertaining. To me, it was definitely a top 5, maybe even a top 3.
It was up there with DMX and Snoop. DMX, Snoop.
Damn, it's up there like that. Like, you serious?
Don't say that shit. It was good.
So hold on, wait. So let me say this. So let me ask this. So is it better than the Jadakiss 5?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me hear you. Jadakiss, Fab are personally both in my top 10, but that was kind of underwhelming to me. Fab didn't.
Okay, so you're saying it was better than Jadakiss 5?
The only thing that one did was expose that Fab don't really have hits like that.
No,
I did expose the DJ was trash.
Jada being lit was the funniest part when Jada did his little dancing just, but to me,
Okay, so wait, so y'all said it's better than that. Is it better than the Beanie Man Bounty Killer?
I was really into that one, to be honest. Not really into that one.
I was into that one.
The underrated one to me was Neo versus Jonte Austin. I don't know if y'all watched that one. Like,
I didn't.
Dog, Neo and they wrote all the 2000 R&B songs. That was all of them, man. Like all the songs they were playing was literally, from Mario Let Me Love You to Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Like, yeah, that was a nice one, low key.
I enjoyed John Legend, Alicia Keys more than that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So hold on, was it better than Snoop DMX then?
No.
Was it better than Gucci Man Jeezy?
Hell yeah! I don't like.
Nah. Let me ask y'all. That ain't asking old man how to touch pad.
I watched today. I would have to say it was only because that Jeezy Gucci was only good for the fuckery, but like it was just like
fuckery's fuckery. Like
but like the music part was so mid. Like people just
no, really.
No, Jeezy's a goat. Jeezy's one of the best Southern artists of all time. I don't know, for me.
I'm not a Jeezy fan like that anyway. And like,
okay, damn. So you the wrong nigga to ask, then.
I feel like, I mean,
this nigga talking about I'm the wrong nigga.
Cause
that shit wasn't all bad.
I knew y'all niggas don't fuck with, so I'm not gonna bother like grilling y'all with questions. Like, I'm not gonna ask Pat about a Jeezy Gucci battle. Like, you don't fuck with them niggas. It's like that ain't his lane. And if you're not a Jeezy fan, then I don't expect you to say the battle was good.
No, but I like the hits that Jeezy played. I just felt like it was just a whole mixed bag. That event together, like all together, was kind of a whole mixed bag.
So this battle with the Isleys, man, was it better than them on Gladys Knight and Anita Baker? I mean,
Patti LaBelle, bro.
Patti LaBelle.
I knew what you meant.
Because I'm naming like all the good battles, and y'all keep saying yes. So it was the best verses then.
So I think DMX,
which I highly doubt that.
Yeah, DMX, Earth, Wind and Fire. I mean, potentially on paper it should have been Babyface, Teddy Riley, but technical issues.
Get the fuck! I know this damn Steve Harvey ass battle wasn't this damn best one.
You have a bias already. Get out of here.
And then now I can have like I listen to damn Earth, Wind and Fire and all these old niggas music like all the time. Like,
nigga, get out of here. You just
would y'all 2 Chainz Rick Ross or nah?
I didn't even watch that one.
2 Chainz Rick Ross, that was like mid as fuck. You notice I didn't even bring that one up. I brought up all the good ones.
I'm trying to see which ones. What else options we had here? Let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, was it better than Manny Fresh Scott Storage?
Yeah, definitely.
That one was mid.
MID with that one.
That's what I'm saying, because y'all keep saying like I named all that
I mean, in that case, I mean,
that battle was dope. Said that was good.
Because there are different versions that everyone has different tastes. That's the thing. I mean, we all agree that DMX the Snoop one was was the best one. I
did like Brandy Monica a little bit just because that's kind of my.
That's what I'm saying. So it was better.
Primo could have been better, but the quality was, those old niggas didn't know what they were doing.
Prison Primo was dope. Like, come on.
I'm not counting that one because it's producers. I'm talking strictly the artists.
The artists, okay, yeah.
Well, y'all niggas name singers and they singing other people's songs and shit.
Well, like I said, number one, Earth Wind Fire, they actually had their performance, and with the Isley Bros when they had Ernie Isley, showing everyone how to play a guitar, and because I played the trumpet as a kid, I like to see live.
Yeah, I did too.
So I was impressed that dude was doing this thing on the guitar. So that also made an impression on me. There was never on the other versions. There's not a whole lot of live.
Okay, so it's better than all them battles because they gave y'all guitar lessons. I got you.
Because I like the quality of music was better. I didn't say it was the best. I said it was top 5. I didn't say it was the best.
Hold on, who said it was top 3 or whatever? Like somebody
I said it was either top 3 or top 5. I mean that's my own opinion. I didn't say it was the best.
But then when I started naming battles, you're like, okay, it's better than that one. Okay, what battle it wasn't better than? Tell me that. Like, no, maybe that's easier. Like,
No, I would say top two to me. Top two was DMX, Snoop, and Earth, Wind & Fire versus Isley. Top two to me.
I mean,
oh no, what was your last one? I heard Snoop and DMX. What was the last
Snoop,
one?
DMX, and the Elements versus Isley.
And who?
The Elements, Earth, Wind & Fire.
Earth, Wind & Fire versus Isley. He said those were the top two for him.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, it's up there. I mean, it was, to me, it was better than a lot, but it wasn't better than DMX versus Snoop, for sure. You know,
and what else it wasn't better than? That's the only one consensus so far.
It wasn't better than Beanie Bounty, that's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't better.
That's another one. And what else?
I didn't really watch that one. So
See, I want to say Teddy Riley versus Babyface because I mean I was fucking with it, but then the audio shit near the end of it was kind of fucking up the vibe a little bit.
The first and the second.
That's disqualified.
They did it twice, right? Because Teddy.
So hold on. So far. So what I'm getting from this, it wasn't better than X and Snoop.
I liked Ray and Ghost more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, damn, that's another one. Like, oh.
I was born right next to St. Louis, so I'm a little partial to Luda and Nelly.
That was
easily
that
better.
was trash. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, I
the damn Patti LaBelle one was better than that shit.
How many his songs did they have when some of us were in high school or in college? Come on now.
Nelly don't need to be in
that Verzuz just proved how bad like Nelly stuff ate.
Yeah. If anything, I got more respect for Lucas. Lucas really had them hits. Like Nelly did not.
Luda didn't body that boy.
Plus Nelly's technical difficulties, he had a
score.
He needs points for that.
Yeah, but either way though, I mean, Redman versus Meth is next week, and they have, and I'm pretty, or not next week, in a couple of weeks. So I mean, to follow after that is gonna be some shit. I mean,
so basically, it was only so Snoop and X was the only battle that's better than it for y'all, basically.
Yeah, I 3. So
so it's better than besides P is better than Ghost and Ray then, right?
It was, and I like Ghost and Ray.
God damn.
Not for me.
Wow.
Ghost and Ray are my two favorite out of Wu-Tang, but I mean, it just wasn't. You know, they're on the same team. You know, I mean.
And once you get past that point that they were on the same team, it was great. Like
yeah, that's true. Like that's what I was telling Rome. I felt like as a battle, it's a trash battle.
Because
I didn't like it. I didn't like it on paper, but it was
because Verzuz stopped being a competition. They're not doing it as competition anymore.
Nah. Look. People gotta stop this shit. Look. Verzuz is always a competition. That's what a fucking Verzuz is.
I mean,
dictionary, nigga.
I get it because as Black people we make everything a competition. So
this shit is called Verzuz.
But even the Kali thread, like I didn't vote. You know, I grew up with my family listening more to but I couldn't vote because to me these days it's more of a celebration of music and not actually.
See, look, Ghostface and Ray battle felt like you got into the car of a super fan. And they played you all the Ghost and Ray classics. And to me, that would be a dope experience. So I could never hate on the outcome of that. Because that shit was dope. But damn, I might have to check this Isley Brothers the Earth, Wind and Fire battle. I'm a big fan of Earth, Wind and Fire. You know, I listen to their music more often. I think Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, I listen to their music a lot too. So that's why I really love their battle. And,
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, and I put the Bounty Beanie Man battle before it too. I mean,
but I don't know if I can even put it. Half the battles. See, that's the thing with Pat. Pat different. I know King P. I could get some more Earth answers, but then y'all some New York, y'all some up north cats. So ain't no nigga from the South going. He going downplay a Jeezy Gucci battle. Like that's something that I know we ain't gonna connect on. So you know,
It never will.
I can understand that.
No, the Jeezy one was definitely top 5 for me, just because I before Rick Ross came around, to me, Jeezy had the best year for beats, arguably. You know, it's modern.
And I said, I know Pat and them, they probably know half the diss song them niggas was playing, so it was like,
Yeah,
if you ain't connected to the music, it's like,
I'm an old school East Coast. That's why I'm the West Coast. I'm the East Coast representative. So like New England representative. Like I'm very old East Coast. So.
And I'm just a music representative.
You got to have some bars for me to listen to, and neither of them niggas don't got those type of bars.
They got bars. You just don't like their delivery.
Jeezy ain't no lyrical miracle, but he got some.
Dog, look, like Jeezy and Gucci got bars. They just not. They don't say it in a way that East Coast enthusiasts might be like, impressive.
That's probably the best way to put it. And that their music's not that great to me anyway, even regardless of the bars or whatever. So
exactly, can't get jiggy with it. It's cool.
Yeah,
but no one's anticipating fucking Father MC battle and damn Grand Poobah.
Yeah, I would expect it. I would expect them to.
Nah, you would.
Yeah, Nick, I hated Father MC. I don't know what the hell is you talking about.
We need Rocky with Daddy Kane or Click making the Rick or something.
Yeah, you see, Grand Poobah was actually putting in a decent Verzuz. I listened to that. Father MC was trash, and he's still trash.
Nah, Grand Poobah though.
Yeah,
but whatever, man. I can't believe this conversation went on this long.
Yeah, well, I mean.
You always be saying outrageous shit, but I just gotta be like, I can't help it.
It's preference. I mean, to me, it's outrageous just talking about Gucci and Jeezy, and I think that shit is trash. That's still outrageous to me.
Nah, because your preference, you be having like some superiority complex with your preferences. Like
you're saying superiority complex. What the fuck?
Nah, you be on some like I ain't gonna call Kumo D trash, but you'll call him Young Jeezy trash. Like. I'll say Kumo D, like, old ass nigga.
I said DMX Snoop Dogg was the best one in that, and I said Beanie Man, Bounty Killer was better than the Earth, Wind, and Fire, and Isley Bros one.
Yeah, do you have a Southern vibes? Like, who's your favorite Southern rapper of all time?
Oh boy, let's.
I don't have a Southern bias. Everybody.
Off the mic, it's my fault.
I think my final thoughts lasted long enough because it triggered a different conversation.
I'm looking at the comments now. I'm seeing like keep at it. Oh damn! People was talking about the Miss Patty music was classic. I'm reading the comments like damn, like people. I thought people just logged off.
Honestly, I didn't.
Why I see like more people want to listen to this shit now.
At some point we might have to do a versus episodes. But the music was Rakai says put some respect on Miss Patty. That one I know I did miss only because I think football was on and I had football.
And that was one of the best ones.
Yeah. That was one admittedly I did not.
When was that one? Because I'm pretty sure I was too busy fucking that night.
Oh man, but kind of. Yeah, I love Patti LaBelle, but I didn't think that was the one because when they had theirs, it was football was on. Because my woman was bothering me about watching it. I was like, baby, there's football on. I gotta watch that shit later.
See, fuck football. Look, I mean, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, you take that easily over some football.
Yeah.
Easily.
If it's on football Sunday, like once it's
even over the Super Bowl, fuck that shit.
Yeah, see, that's some other shit. That's all you, bro. But Kyle, you're right. Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley was like a cookout family reunion. Yeah, that was the vibe too. Absolutely. And then for Chris, y'all, we definitely do have IG or Twitter, like. Ring Gang Radio. Just search for us on Ring Gang. Oh, Cineslim. Oh yeah, Cineslim. So that's okay. There we go. Cineslim. Yeah, Kali. That's a Kali. That's a Kali vet right there. But yeah. Yeah, the Hollywood. Yeah, the music was classic, and yeah, definitely the vibe was there. I definitely agree with you.
I mean, I like a good cookout. I ain't been to one in so long. Shit. God damn.
Yeah, but yeah, Chris though, yeah, we're on IG, Twitter, on YouTube. Please sub and also tell your friends about us. Spread the love around, spread the links around. Tell them that this is what you did. Tell them that's what they need in their lives. They need
on Facebook too, Spotify,
on Facebook. Yeah, like
Podomatic, YouTube.
Yep, we out there. Anchor,
the iTunes, somebody, and then Shadowverse, Soul Wars,
Shadowverse, Soul Wars.
That's out there,
Yeah, and then we got
Ring Game TV.
Then we got Pilot with Conscious Boxing. I think that's his IG or YouTube.
Yes, sir. I'll post the links over and they'll get that to it. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, excellent. So yeah, like we're out there. Like if you go to the website, you'll probably see some links to our other stuff over there as well.
Oh yeah. What the hell?
Yeah,
ringgameradio.com.
Yeah, ringgameradio.com.
Yeah. Everything is there. Like all the tabs. The interface. You get desktop, your smartphone. It don't matter. Like the interface is dope. You can go to all the articles, videos.
Yeah.
Gallery, all that shit, all the podcast links, everybody's own personal Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, IG, and shit is up. So that's like all of us. So
absolutely,
we probably gonna be up there next. I gotta put his shit up there because he the newest, but everybody else shit up there.
Yeah, though. But we probably should have done a segment on the Verzuz. But well, when Red and Meth do theirs in a couple of weeks, we'll make that an episode then. So because I guess us going off on Verzuz, catching some attention. So that's what's up.
So we ain't talk about Verzuz in a minute. Like remember if we had time, we would have talked about the Ghost and Raid, but boxing came on, and it's like most of us was like watching boxing and had the phone with the IG battle.
Yeah.
And that was dope because I felt like boxing had a soundtrack that night. So
it did.
You trading fades and you hearing, Ghostface.
And speaking of that, since Uppercut season is a popular thing, don't be surprised if there's gonna be a theme song in the near future from us, for Uppercut season, from no artists.
We gotta claim that first. I don't need nobody like, we did it. I don't know off-brand niggas talking about. We said uppercuts first on our channel.
Yeah. Fuck you mean you said uppercut first, nigga? I'll show you an uppercut.
For real.
Oh man, although it made for interesting conversation, however, my final thoughts was not supposed to veer off in that direction, So yes, definitely prayers to DMX as well, and hopefully, we hear good news that he's out of his coma and he has regained his full powers and everything. There's no deficiencies or anything. So definitely prayers to that man right now. So for myself, Pat Scorpion, the New England representative, for King, for LB, Shuttleworth, the God, the Goat artist, for King P, Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.